Hello, hello, hello. I want to tell you about a stock I've been following for several months and finally decided to jump in and become an owner of based on my own research, Wall Street analysts, and a personal shift in confidence when it comes to Tesla stock. The stock I'm talking about is Xpeng Motors, and they are an electric car company. I think their car stock is going to go up by between 30 to 100% over the next 12 to 18 months. And so this is why I became a buyer and why I want to tell my community about it, because it might be a stock that you want to own as well. Now, before I jump in, I just want to say, if you're a subscribed member of my community, then welcome back. And if you're not, consider subscribing right now so I can keep you up to date on what I'm doing with my own money and research, what's going on in Washington, D.C. and the economy, and an occasional funny story. All right, now to be clear, this video is for entertainment purposes only. I'm not trying to sell you any shares or securities. I'm just giving you investing tips and telling you what I'm doing with my own money. All right, well, with today's easy ability to invest in the stock market, owning Xpeng Motors is something that everyone in my community could be a part of. With a low starting price of around $37 a share, it's an easy buy. Or if you get in with like Robinhood or TD Ameritrade, something like that, then you can do what's called fractional ownership buying, and you can buy in based on a fraction or a dollar amount versus having to buy every share based on their share price, okay? So this is something that you can do. I personally use Robinhood for my own money. Some people hate them, some people love them. I'm just letting you know what I do with my own money. All right, so the big thing right now in high-speed stock trading is to catch the next hot stock as it rockets to the moon, right? I see things like YouTubers and the media saying Dogecoin to the moon, or AMC to the moon, or Tesla to the moon. And I'm not saying that these stocks won't get there and they won't have record-breaking numbers. But for me, most of them, if you're not in on the ground floor, then you're getting in at the top of the market after all of the frenzy is starting to lose its hype. And it's more like gambling than investing to me. So today I want to talk to you about something that I think you'll actually make money with over the next year, and it won't be a huge gamble with your money. The stock is Xpeng Motors out of China. They've been in business since around 2015, so they're definitely not a startup, but they're not as big as Tesla yet, which means there's still a lot of room to grow within this company and within this market, in the electric car market, right? So now I own Tesla, and I'll admit, I bought into Tesla when there was all this hype going on, and not based on my own research. And so I learned a lesson with crypto and also with Tesla. Gratefully, I didn't lose money, but I didn't make the money that everybody was saying I would make with Tesla or with crypto. I still own crypto and I still own Tesla, but I don't believe Tesla to the moon is going to happen anymore. And so I'm looking to jump in with one of their competitors and ride them up in the space, okay? So now Tesla really did take off during the COVID lockdown. By hundreds of percent, they saw growth, but now they're not seeing that growth. Some are saying with Elon Musk being so heavily focused on Dogecoin to the moon or Coin to the moon, that he has ignored Tesla and given those Tesla stock owners the attention and time that they needed. And so Tesla's stock has been slipping, okay? Now, over the past year, it was up 241%, and then had to do a stock split just to keep up with the demand for this. This came with people like Kathy Wood from ARK Invest, pumping it. People like Meet Kevin and other YouTubers just pumping this stock like crazy. And so they were able to drive it up to about $900 per share. But as of right now, today, Tesla is trading at around $600 per share. And it was just discovered that their sales in China, which accounts for a huge portion of Tesla's revenue, have dropped by about 50%. So China is saying, wait a minute, we can build our own Tesla-like car. And so you have car companies like NIO, which I own, and I'll tell you more about later. Companies like Li, which I own, and I'll tell you more about later. But you also have great companies like Xpeng Motors, which are the up-and-coming companies that will be coming to the United States, but could have a flourishing electric car market in China. Okay, so while researching this, I came across this Tesla competitor, Xpeng. Now, I've been following Xpeng for a couple of months. When I started following them, they were around $54 a share, and analysts were saying that this was overheated, and they were right. It started to come back down, and people on YouTube and in the media started pumping other stocks, right, and crypto, and so it ended up coming down. Now, it did trade as high as $74 a share, but it's not there now, right? It's closer around $37 a share. But through all of the ups and downs that Xpeng Motor went through during the lockdown, it still saw an appreciation of 60.52% for the year, which is phenomenal growth. It's phenomenal, even through all the ups and downs, okay? So I wanted to know, what are analysts saying now? Many members of my community have been saying, hey, Stephen, what are you doing with your own money? I know that you're a good researcher, so, clue us in on what you're doing. Now, 15 analysts from major Wall Street investment firms, 87% of those 15 believe that Xpeng Motor is a buy, meaning it's a great price right now and has a lot of room to run up as a great growth stock, okay? So it's not a dividend-paying stock. It's not a blue chip stock. This is a growth-focused stock, okay? 13% of those 15 believe that this is a good stock to hold. So buy it and then hold it, right? And 0% believe that this would be a good time to sell Xpeng Motor, okay? So this caught my attention, right? First things first, as I researched it, I wanted to know, is this car ugly, right? Like, I don't want to invest in a car company that creates an ugly car. And I was shocked to see just how closely it resembles a Tesla. It also reminded me of the Mitsubishi 3000T, which when I was a teenager was like the sexy hot sports car of its day, right? So if those two had a baby, that's what you would get with Xpeng. Okay. Now, the exterior is sleek and is surrounded by cameras to help with the autopilot driving system, safety, backing up, and also security. You don't want somebody keying your car because they're jealous of your sweet ride, right? Now, the interior rivals or even beats Tesla, in my opinion. It has a beautiful display screen that is very, very big. Beautiful interior, has speakers built right into the leather seats. It's just absolutely a beautiful car. The next thing I wanted to know is what were the top analysts saying as far as where could this get at its very, very best in the next 12 months? And the top person said $70 a share. Now, if it reached this and you bought today, you would essentially be nearly doubling your money, right? And who doesn't want to double their money? But I don't like to get caught up in the hype. And so as I started to just kind of logically think through it, I thought, okay, well, when it was getting a lot of hype, growing fast, it got to $74 a share. So going slower and based on data and sales and orders, I thought $70 was definitely obtainable. But when you blend the 15 analyst predictions, they come up with a value of around $52 a share, which is $18 lower than the highest prediction, but it's more likely and it's more realistic. At $52 a share, that's a 38% increase in 12 months on your money, okay? Now, seeing that number got me excited, but I also didn't think it was shooting for the moon, right? It was just analysts saying, where could this stock go based on its current run rate? And so 38% is not to the moon, but it is a very generous and healthy annual growth. In fact, it's significantly higher percentage-wise than most stocks get, which is right around maybe 7 or 8% for the year. So even if it got 7%, compare that to a bank paying you 0.1%. So even if it shot for the moon for 38% or 100% growth, and you only got 7 to 10%, boy, you would still be pretty happy with your stock purchase, right? So anyway, could this go up by 38%? Could it go up to $52? Analysts on Wall Street are saying this is a buy, and that yes, that absolutely could happen. So anyway, I just wanted to share this with you and also just be transparent. This is a stock that I have my own money in, and I'll be telling you about other stocks, other dividend stocks, other growth stocks here in the coming days. Now, I am curious to know from my community, had you heard of Xpeng Motor? If so, let me know in the comments below. Do you own Xpeng Motor? Let me know, okay? Now, the trading ticker symbol is XPEV, like XP and then electric vehicle, XPEV, if you want to check it out. In the coming days, I'll be sharing other things with you, like how to get out of debt faster, how to pay off your student loan faster, whether you should rent or own, right? Lots of other money topics that are going to be coming out. And of course, I'll continue to keep you updated on what's going on in Washington, D.C., with stimulus, with the economy, and other money and investing tips. I hope you found this video helpful. Go check out Xpeng Motor. I'm not telling you to buy it. I'm just letting you know that I've already bought it and will probably buy even more. Now, before you go, I just wish to remind you that you are amazing. I appreciate you being in my YouTube community, and I'll see you on the next video.